Rasmus Nielsen, which are today the new threats for journalists worldwide?
I think we face a global war on journalism that's being led from the very top of the political system in many countries. And I think it ranged from sort of rhetorical threats like President Trump calling the press the enemies of the people and actually sort of encouraging his supporters to attack the press, at least rhetorically, to far worse examples of governments around the world who directly, physically attack journalists, kill them, or simply harass them and lock them up. And in some cases also, even more broadly, are in cahoots with organized crime or other groups that are effectively trying to silence the free press when it tries to expose the abuse of power or corruption, whether in business or in government.
So are there countries that used to be safe for journalists and now represent not a quite dangerous place to work?
I think we see a global backsliding in many different countries, ranging from the very, very troubling situation we see in countries like India that have a strong tradition of disputatious press that really holds power to account, but today is really facing very serious threats to journalism, far more seriously than just a few years ago, to even, sadly, member states of the European Union, where we really thought there were commitments to the fundamental principles of freedom of the press and free expression, where now we see several member states, Hungary, Bulgaria, Poland, Malta, Slovakia, where journalists are facing incredible pressures, in some cases journalists being killed for trying to do their job, which is a really troubling situation and a very, very sad state of affair. And I think it's a complete lack of political leadership and an unwillingness to stand up for the liberal principles that protect and enhance journalism in free societies.
Is your institute monitoring this situation?
We work with journalists from all over the world. We leave the monitoring to organizations like Reporters Without Borders and all others, the Committee to Protect Journalists and others who do a great job of tracking this terrible situation, all the threats that exist. What we try to focus on is to help individual journalists and editors just try to think about, given the situation in their country, whether it's merely troubling or a truly terrible situation, what can they do to do the best journalism possible within that environment?